Alice, I'm writing to tell you that I have heard horrible stories about your classmates. What did they do in Celtic?
All these windmills sure make the town feel pretty laid back.
This scenery is surprisingly relaxing.
Break some stuff, take some stuff. That's the way you do it. She said it was along the highway. Way up. We both go the same way. What's this? By the way, speaking of that, I found out from a reliable source, Bee's husband, that when it comes to difficulty on New Game Plus,
It's a treasure chest!
unless you do Nightmare, there isn't any. So enjoy the story. Literally. Sorry guys. Just the way it turned out, it seems. Now, that is not the way I thought it was. What is it? No, that's a house. Can't go that way. Alright, fine. Let's go this way. In this chest. Taking this. Let's go. Actually, you know what I want to do though? There's a quartz that I'll equip to earlier. That does... No. Where is it? There's an item you can get, or a quartz you can get rather, that tells you where the... There you go. Where undiscovered treasure chests are. So I can do this on the map and it'll tell me where the chests are. Which is quite good. Now, I need to go that way. To the next area. So weird having the power to have the AI lead. Be gone. Anyway, moving on. Right, he must be in here then, right? Or he, she, they, the house. There's a windmill. I don't think a house. This is that. No, that's definitely a house, so there's a gate and everything.
Is this a farmhouse?
It isn't just any farmhouse, Laura. This is the farmhouse. Where the guy, girl, person that we have to talk to it. Hi. Can't avoid doing the laundry anymore, can I? It's always so busy during the harvesting period though, so I just can't find the time. Sure, it's really out of pain. Telling me. Hi. Excuse me, would you happen to be Paul? That's right, who would you be? We're students from Thor's Military Academy. Father Zabrel requested that we come along to collect some Imperial carrots. Oh, is that so? I'm pretty sure I set a batch aside for him. Can you wait a few minutes? Hey, sorry for the wait. Here you go. Wow, I don't think I've seen carrots this colour before. Likewise, they certainly do seem nutritious though. Yeah, don't they? They're actually rare enough that people present them to the Imperial family as gifts. They're said to have medicinal properties on top of being nutritious too. So make sure you're careful while carrying them back. Understood. Leave it to us. That should be everything we need then, right? Yeah, let's report back to Father Zabrel. Right, back we go. Now we have all the medicinal stuff, we can just hand it back into the church. Church is this way, right? Yeah, because we crossed the bridge and let's get that thing off and yep. Yeah, because highway 1. I have the one set of directions, so you're gonna have to bear with me. Right. Moving on. Kinda can't wait till I can do this and just kill everything. Because it's fun right now. But once you get to a certain point, I think you get like the magic ability that lets you just kill stuff which is weaker than you. Or maybe that's a different game. Whatever. Let's pop back to the church and give them the stuff. What the? You're drunk, aren't you? That's the stuff. What are you looking at, huh? Okay, right, he's out of it. I think that's where Sarah's gonna end up if I leave her alone any longer. She'll end up in the bloody corner next to him. Anyway. Probably will actually, but she'll be fine. She drinks constantly, she should be okay with it by now. I see you've returned with the ingredients. We have. There you are, Father. Please, accept my thanks. Now I can get back to making the medicine. I'd like you to accept these as well, as a token of my appreciation. Thank you, Father. Did you happen to make these as well? That's correct. There's not much of it, but it should come in handy. Thank you for your concern. We'll make good use of it. Good luck with the remainder of your task, and may Aidios' guidance be with you. For the common cold, huh? Right. Task 1 done. And that's the optional one. So now we've got a couple other things to do, right? Yeah, one of them was in here. Into the Orbital Factory. Dum-de-dum-de-dum. Oh ho ho, I take it you're those students the market manager was talking about? Well, feel free to take a look at my wares. They might not compare to what you get in bigger smiths, but they sure come in handy either way. What do you mean wares? Ooh. Yeah, that's cool. Alright, now we're talking. Nice, not bad. Anyway, hi. Welcome, this is the shop's Orbital Factory. Oh, you wouldn't happen to be the students of Thor's, would you? That's correct, we're here in regards to your request. It involves replacing the ornament light in the road lamp on the highway, right? Could we ask for the details? Sure, let's get right to it. As you read, one of the road lamps on the western highway stopped working the other day. And the cause of that is the ornament light inside of it breaking. So basically, I want you all to go switch out the broken ornament light for a new one. Speaking of which, here you go. So all that's required of us is to replace the broken one with this then? Yep, that's about the size of it. So where exactly on the western highway is it? Once you're on the highway, keep heading north until you see a place called Lunaria Nature Park. There's a windmill in front of it, you can't miss that. The lamp's near there. Make sure you check the maintenance panel, and just to be sure it's the right one, it should have a B02 written on it. Near the windmill in front of the nature park. Okay. Is it safe to leave such work in our hands though? I believe none of us have any experience related to this. Don't worry, pretty much anyone can do it. All you're doing is taking the light out and putting in a new one. Simple. I guess the most difficult thing about it is remembering the code to unlock it, but you can just write that down. It's a code? Yeah, you need to input it so you can open the maintenance chip panel. Let's see here. Code for B02 is 466515. 466515, got it. Oh yeah, almost forgot to mention. The light from the road lamps actually repels monsters. So in other words, in places where there's no light, they're much more likely to appear. So keep an eye out when you're replacing it. The last thing you want is to be caught off guard by monsters. I see. Thanks for the warning. That's pretty much it. Would you mind heading out to do it now? Leave it to us. Let's go then. Any bright ideas? Puns are very strong in this. Now then, it said West Highway, right? So this way, past the drunkard. There's the drunkard, so it was this way. This way? Yeah, west, right this way. Mine's just the direction, people. It's garbage. Now, he said it was near Lunaria, that nature park, so it's this way. Windmill near here, so keep moving. Nope. The upside to this is the joy of gaming in general, is that when we get to the correct area, if I hit this handy dandy button, it will tell us with a lovely great big exclamation mark that the one we need is over there. Even pops up in your minimap, look. Ta-da! So it is this one chest.
Is that a treasure chest?
Yes it is. Mine now. Nothing else on here. There's a chest over there, and there's a chest up there. Now we're getting that one. We'll deal with the light in a minute. We're getting the other chest. This is why you use the tech, you see. Because chests are good, and they have good equipment in them.
Look where we are.
It says Lunaria Nature Park.
This area seems kinda different from anywhere else we've been so far. Lunaria Nature Park, huh? Seems less like a park and more like a forest. Yeah, it really does feel a little out of place, like sitting smack dab in the middle of farmland as far as I can see. It may have some sort of religious significance in the ancient past. Perhaps it was a place where the animals of ancient times chose to enshrine the spirits of the forest. There's a place much like that in my hometown. Yeah, there's one in mine too. Who are you? What are you doing here? We're travelers, merely passing through. Who might you be? We're park rangers here. As you can see, the park's off limits right now, so I'm gonna have to ask you to leave. Off limits? Is there some sort of construction work going on or something? Something like that, yeah. But that's besides the point. It's off limits, so get lost. We got things to do here. What's with the attitude? As uncouth as they're wanting me up bed, you should indeed turn back. As this area is indeed off limits. We're trespassing. Yeah, it's not like we have any urgent business here or anything anyway. Good point. Come on, let's go. Though I admit, it's something about this still feels a little off. I came here to get that chest. Tell me to piss off otherwise. I do. Came here to get that, not get shot with that. Fine, I'll leave you to it. What the hell you're doing? I don't know. I came here to get a chest and that's what I did, so back to the real one. There's the other chest over there. You can see it. Okay. Still, didn't expect them to tell me to leave. How rude can you get? Anyway. Studio map. Like I said, pays to investigate. It's this one, right? I don't know. I can't see BO2 on it. It's supposed to be near the windmill in front of the nature park, right? This light doesn't appear to be working. Which means that's probably the one Samus was referring to. Probably. Let's check out the number on it. B02. Yeah, this is the one. Alright, then we must enter the code. Anyone remember the code? I don't. Must take care of an uninvited guest. What? Monsters. There are a lot of them. Yes, those lights really do work. We need to change that thing quick. Green, can we trust the task itself to you? Sure thing. Best if you keep the monsters at bay while I make this work. Count on us. Okay, first things first, I need to input the code to open the maintenance hatch. Pretty sure it was... that one. 466515. That should do it. It opened. Now let's get the new ornament light in place. Didn't think I'd have to remember that. Thank you so much for your help. Looks like things are finally calmed back down. Actually, I can believe how much of a difference those things make. Got that done in record time, Reed. Yes, I was expecting the process to take much longer. Well, it was a pretty simple procedure. Since I wasn't being harassed by monsters by the whole time anyway. Still, good job. And I guess that's a wrap. Yeah, now we just need to go report back to Samus. Oh, I did light up. Cool. And I honestly did not remember what that code is. So, I just remembered it was 515 and they all said 515. So I guess. I didn't fucking up. I wonder what happens if I got that wrong. Would I have ended up in a fight? Maybe. Oh well. Come on. I hit R2 to try to attack. Now. I mean my notepad now. The hell, recipes now. Side quest, thank you. Now, this is for when I go to do quests and forget about which quest I'm doing. That has happened before. So, we'll do that, and back we go. So we just have to report back that we've done it now. Actually, light bulb, because that's essentially changing a light bulb on the motorway, right? So essentially, I've got a light bulb related topic of conversation, which is when I was changing the light bulb in my own room the other day, I've gone the wrong way. I went to put it in, and you twist the light bulb to secure it in the slot. So I was doing that, and as I was twisting it, I was determined to get it to sit in the slot long enough for it to stay and work. So I ever so slightly crushed it, so it rained glass onto my head. Oops. Hey there, shall I take it the job's done? Yeah, it is. Allow us to give you a detailed report on it too. Really explained what happened while they replaced the ornament light. We have the old ornament light here too. Here you go. Thanks. I'll get this fixed up so it can be used again. Glad you're all safe after dealing with those monsters though. They were hardly a threat. We did take the request up knowing it would be dangerous after all. You Military Academy kids really are a tough lot. Oh yeah, can't forget to give you a reward now, can I? Ooh. Oh yeah, that's how you get that. Are you sure we can just take one of your quartz? Yeah, of course. You did some solid work after all. Thanks for the help. Feel free to come along whenever you need me to give your ornaments a quick checkup. Thanks. Actually, speaking of that, do you sell what equipment too, right? Yes. Okay, now mine's already upgraded. I don't have that. Huh. Yeah, I don't have that. What's the weapon called? Like broad edge and stuff. Maybe if I equip it. I think it's the Kisaragi. Which ones of these is it? No, the... Oh wait, that's why. There's I already have the upgraded version of these, you see. What is the upgraded version? Tell me. Kisaragi, rapid bow, variable cane. Kisaragi, rapid variable bow. Kisaragi, rapid bow. Alright, and that's variable cane. There you go. And heavy edge. Now, do you sell like armor as well, my good man? Bye. Nope. That's what. Nope. Okay, so as much as I want to, you don't. Alright, well, thanks anyway. Who here sells armor? Do you sell armor? Armored vest and armored pipe. Yeah, that's what. Right. Thanks. This is just so I know what to equip you to. So, armored vest and armored metal space. Armored vest, metal space, armored vest, metal space. See, now we're true to what you should be wearing at this point. Minus the whole fact that we don't have accessories on. We don't have accessories on because, well, some of them are really strong and some of them are really weak, and there's no point in me equipping really weak stuff now, is there? So, no. But instead, we have new equipment on, which really isn't necessary. But, hey, staying true to the plot stuff, whatever. Someone said I don't have a word with them before I went monster hunting. No, they didn't. Okay, didn't tell me where to go for monster hunting. Why am I back on the recipe book? East Celtic Highway monster. Blah 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 blah. House alongside East Celtic Highway. Okay. Is east that way or is it that way? East is this way. It's still not. Oh, that's called the Weathercock. That's such a dumb name. Right, so it's along here, right? Yeah, east. Along here. I'll pop in and have a word with the guy and he'll tell me what the monster is. Hello? Fine, you get... See? I knew you got the text somewhere nearby.
This would be a really tranquil area, if not for the monsters.
Yeah, let's be careful.
I broke something. Thank you, that. Ground bait's good for... Thank you. Ground bait's really good for fishing. For reasons I don't quite understand. It's just that it is. Chest over there. Let's get another chest. But yeah, detect is that quartz you need to see where all the chests are on the map. Also works with other types of chests, which is quite good. So I really, although you probably could find all these sites without it, it just helps to know where they are, you know?
Oh, a treasure chest!
There you go. Proxy Puppet. That's really good. What the Proxy Puppet does, right, is if you're meant to die in battle, it'll revive you. So it dies instead. Or something along those lines. It's really good. Now. Guess this will be the farm that put out that monster extermination request. Should we go inside and ask for more details? Yeah, might as well. Certainly better than just wandering around blindly till we find something. Agreed. We're here, so now's as good a time as any to introduce ourselves and integrate ourselves to the locals, I guess.
Wow, this farmhouse is huge.
Oh, look at the cows!
Hello. The cows stink. Harvesting the crops is exhausting. Farm work is the worst. Why did I have to be born into a family like this? You'll be fine. Someone. Hello. What brings you here? If you're looking for my granddad, he's inside. Oh. Okay, so it's your granddad I have to talk to then. Just want to be hi. Oh, be hi. Be friendly. Say hi to everybody. Hello? The fruit you produce is both deliciously fresh and healthy. You can even make whole juice out of it, and it'll still be just as good for you. Here, have this recipe on how you do it. Oh, thanks. Anyone know what whole juice actually is? Hey kid, what's whole juice? There's a really scary monster that shows up near the highway. I can hear it in the middle of the night too. Now I'm just too scared to sleep by myself at night. I bet that gets in the way. Now, hi. Hello, would you happen to be Cyro? We're here to take care of the monster that's been causing issues here. As such, we'd like some further details on it. Oh, you are? I'm the man you're looking for then. While I did know that it would be students taking care of it, I wasn't aware that you had young ladies in your company. The rest of you are younger than I had expected too. Perhaps this request may be too dangerous for you after all. Thank you for your concern. However, there is no need to worry. All of us here have combat experience already. Indeed, this all serves as part of our training, part of my training too. So please allow us to undertake the request. Well, if you insist. You'll come across a plateau of sorts if you proceed beyond here. That's where the monster tends to appear. It truly is a ferocious one though, so much so that passing by the area is impossible, as it attacks everything it sees. Do take extra care when approaching it. Right. Being careless with this one doesn't seem like an option. Indeed, we'll have to be thoroughly prepared for it. Allow us to make our way there once preparations are complete then. Yeah, let's give this everything we've got. The upside is that all my preparations are already done, because I just went to the shop and went, what do you sell? Right, I'll put them on. What? Parts? I mean, I already own all the stuff, there's no point buying it again, right? Especially when money's kind of an issue. So instead, we'll just do it this way. It's like going, I have that, and then, I have that too. But, you hear the railway from here. Stop swinging, man. Let's try to pick up the chest, so it's too far. Where's the railway? There it is, look.
Transcontinental Railroad, huh? Guess that'll take you out of the country.
Yeah, if you keep on heading east, you'd eventually reach Gorelia Fortress.
Alright, don't go east. Okay, there's a chest that way then. There's a chest this way, there's a chest out. There's lots of chests that way, so right, we'll go this way and get this one. If you look on the map, this is the end of our field study. Just watch. If we continue traveling south from here, we could eventually reach Bredea ahead. Yeah, it's pretty far out of our study area though, so we should turn back. See? It even tells you on the map. It's a great big line, so you can't go that way. Now this way there's a check. There's the red. Taking this. Thank you. Reviving Bam or like Phoenix Down, the life balls, all that sort of stuff. Come back to life if you die. Really handy. Now.
Is that a treasure chest?
Got Earth Lantern. Nice. And I believe that's all the chest. Yep. Right, let's go kill the quest monster. John Wolfie. Now, stop here. There it is. That's weird ass we can take. Is that the monster we're looking for? It certainly seems to be. It looks pretty tough. What should we do? We don't really have any choice, do we? We have to kill it. It's causing problems for the farmers. Everyone, double check your equipment. We need to be prepared for whatever this thing might throw at us. Understood. Right. Now, are you gonna run away too? No. You're gonna stare at me though, so I can't get in. Oh really? You want to keep staring? Ah! Ran into you. I was trying to run in circles.
This looks tough. Careful!
Here we go!
Okay, right, let's try this. A little bit of this.
There!
Used a whole lot of damage.
Right.
I forgot to do this. Ladies, together. Go. Nope. Lord,
My
right
turn.
here. Go. Yeah, I need to unequip your good weapon. These are the sonic weapons. Why are we so strong? Oh, so overpowered.
I can do this.
Alright.
Here we go!
Yeah. You're trying to get a crack over, you see. Fence down, but
My
not
turn.
nothing. Right. You're gonna die now. You're dead. Bye.
Is everybody okay?
Like I said, new game boss. Unless you do Nightmare, you ain't getting any difficulties till later. So, anyway, enjoy the story. Especially what I'm getting at. Takes me work, I suppose, not to do quests and stuff, knowing that I'm so strong. I'd take care of that. I don't know how we did it, but we won. It would have been tougher if not for the power of our combat thing. I hate to admit it, but Arcus does seem to have a lot of potential. You hate to admit it? Why? Never mind that. We should go tell the people at the farm that we took care of the monster they reported. Oh yeah. I hope they're pleased. Huh? Is something wrong, Laura? No, it's nothing. Let's go. Okay. Right. Actually, you know what I want to see? They were going on about how they can hear the monster from their house. But can you see their house from here? Nope, doesn't seem to be the case. Oh well. Okay, then let's run all the way back to their house. The upside is that this area is pretty much a dead end at this point, so I can't actually get that lost. Says that he's about to. That's pretty hard. Wrong way. This way. See, almost got lost already. This way. Yeah. I love how the minimap turns when I turn the camera. It's great for people like me with a bad sense of direction. You can turn it off in the menu if you feel so inclined. Now, this is the lovely. It is a huge friggin' farm. I'll admit that right now. The size of their house. Look. I mean, I know they've got all this land to do stuff with, but damn! Big! Although it really is close to that monster. So, anyway, hi. Oh ho ho, I assume you've taken care of that monster then? That's correct. Thank goodness. Thank you so much. Now we can finally begin harvesting again. I'll have to let my family know right away. You're welcome. I found myself surprised at how close this area is to Keldic, however. Wouldn't it have been much quicker to make a request to the provincial army instead? Well, it is admittedly close, but this area in Keldic as a whole really is on the very outskirts of the Cruzerian province. As such, the provincial army isn't very interested in aiding us. Oh. Yeah, that's not too hard to believe considering their attitude earlier. That certainly doesn't sit well with me, though. I probably shouldn't say any more on the matter. However, I still do owe you your reward after this, so please take these. That's really generous. Can we really have this much? Why, of course. We've got more than enough to last us here as it is. After all your help, it is the least I can do. I hope you enjoy them. These look great, thanks. You don't get much fresher than this. I'm looking forward to digging into these. I'm rather jealous that you have the opportunity to eat such delicious food every day. That's one of the benefits of being a farmer, you see. Unfortunately though, it's not all good. Things have been getting tougher lately, seeing as how goods are being imported so cheaply nowadays. Huh? I wasn't aware of that. Importing has become a much easier task now thanks to the transcontinental railroad and international flights. Furthermore, more and more goods can now be legally imported as a result of the rising population. Come to think of it, I have noticed an increase in cheaper ingredients lately. Oh, my apologies. I shouldn't be wasting your time with all this. Regardless, you all have my thanks for today. Now we can move on to harvesting without any worries. Allow us to thank you though. We actually learned a lot from doing this request. Feel free to get in touch should anything else come up. I think that's us run out of tasks for today. Alright, guess we'll go back. Phew, guess that does it for all the mandatory tasks. I don't know about you guys, but I'm pooped. Same, I don't venture out onto the highways very often. The two of you seem okay though. Well, my hometown is in the countryside too, so I'm kinda used to this. And with all the training Laura does, I imagine this is probably nothing for her. Indeed, I find this level of exercise to be quite manageable. However... What is it? No, I'm sure it's nothing. I believe we should return to the inn now, should we not? Yeah, let's. I'm guessing Stormtasada is still there. We can give out a report and also ask her a bit more about the purpose behind these fuel studies. That would definitely be good to know. She hasn't told us anything about what's happening tomorrow either. Alright then, let's head back to town. It's this way, right? Yes. I hope the voice says some direction as well. Man, it's so fucking big though. Look at it. Huge. Filled with monsters that don't want to fight me, but still huge. Although there are like a million windmills, so it makes sense. Huh? What's wrong? Ah, stop it already! Hurry up and give me my notebook back! Is he still doing that stupid notebook nonsense, aren't you? I'm not being beaten by some city kid. Come and get it if you can, dummy. They really don't get along, huh? Look, our heads go back and forth. You're like, really, idiots? Anyway. Leaving them to it, let's go back to the weathercock.